What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So in today's video, we finally have details for the SOBA mask, as well as the dual Luffy Tower and Zoro dual unit. Bro, I don't know what is wrong with people. Who in their right mind, as a One Piece Treasure Cruise fan, would go to Jump Festa, play on the account, and not take screenshots of the new characters? Doesn't make any sense to me. But we're here now, the second day of Jump Festa. Finally, people have taken screenshots of the new characters. They've posted them online on Twitter. So we're going to be going through them in today's video. So definitely look forward to this one. But first, this was actually posted yesterday, which is the actual special animation for the brand new Sanji character. So have a look at this. Looks so goddamn good. I really like the way that they've actually colored the unit, the way he's animated. Even just the animated sprite of the unit itself looks really good. So I think they've done a really good job with Sanji in particular. I haven't seen too much of the Luffy and Zoro character, so I can't really comment on it too much. But the special animation does look really cool. I assume this is the special animation. It might even be the Captain Action. Not really too sure either, but we'll talk about that because yes, Sanji does have a Captain Action. So let's go back to the Discord. Obviously, we're on the One Piece Treasure Cruise subreddit Discord, so shout out to those guys for posting all the information here that we can go ahead and have a look at. So let's go ahead and scroll down and see some more information. Here is a look at the dual units Zoro and Luffy. Now we do have confirmation that the Luffy is a strength character and the Zoro is a dex character, and that Sanji is a quick character. So they've gone with the whole, you know, the trio of strength, dex, quick for the original characters. Makes sense. We have slot bind reduction. Hopefully that's completely resisting it. Critical hit, likely their critical hit's going to be crazy, like 10% extra damage, 90% chance, maybe 100% chance if we're lucky. And pinch healing, their pinch healing is likely going to be either mediocre or above average. I don't think it's going to be like the best pinch healing in the game, but I think it'll be quite good. 13 turn cooldown for what they do is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous, honestly. You know, Free Spirit Slasher, obviously, as you guys will be seeing what their abilities are. And for, dude, this stats are crazy. 2228 after Cotton Candy is ridiculous. Nearly 5,000 HP. 562 recovery. Obviously, you have 5,000 after the cotton candies, of course. That's crazy. That is so good. All right. So this is the, what is this? This is the captain ability of the Zoro and Zoro and Luffy. We'll go through that, of course. But this is a picture of the Sanji, right? Sanji is a powerhouse free spirit character. Obviously, quick unit, as we said. Powerhouse free spirit is definitely what not a lot of people would have predicted. I don't think many people would have predicted that. You can see he's got critical hit, pinch healing, and recovery bind resistance. That's not too bad. 11 turn cooldown, though, is ridiculous for you. Wait till we talk about it, man. This is wild. I love this Sanji. In my opinion, I'm more excited for Sanji compared to the Zoro and Luffy. The Zoro and Luffy are really powerful. I love the abilities and the mechanics of this Sanji compared to the dual unit, but we'll go through that, of course. This is the captain ability of Sanji, so again, we'll go through that in a bit. And obviously, this is where it came from the Twitter user. Who was the Twitter user? Well, it's a bunch of random letters and numbers, so shout out to him for that. But yeah, he was the person who leaked this stuff, which is awesome. We're really thankful for this. So shout out to Atsu for translating this here. So this is the captain ability of Luffy and Zoro, this character right here. Now, this is their dual form, right? When they're fully combined. We don't know their solo captain abilities. I wish we did to get a little bit more information about it, but here we go. The dual unit, as obviously when they're combined, free spirit and slasher characters get 4 times attack and 1.3 times health. Now, initially when you look at that, 4 times attack when they're in their combined form is relatively low. I mean, we've got Luffy and Law, who is a 4.5 rainbow captain, mind you. And then a lot of the other dual units in the game are around 4.25. You know, Luffy and Ace is a 4.25 with a matching orb. I think Sanji and Judge, I think they're a 4.25. Bato and Cavendish, I believe, are a 4.25. Whitebeard and Marco, I believe, are a 4.25. Obviously, and then we had the anomaly with Luffy and Law being a 4.5. But now we've got this dual unit being a 4 times captain. Now, when I initially saw the 4 times, I was not very happy. But let's continue on. Increases the appearance of tandem orbs. Tandem orbs are going to be very important for both of these characters, mind you. Tandem orbs become Monka orbs. Well, I believe they're called Wa, like W-A, Wa orbs, or like for Wano orbs. Is there a picture of the orbs? Yeah, here. This is what the orb looks like. So this is pretty interesting. These are the new type of orbs that are only available with the Luffy and Zoro dual unit. Because as you'll see here, tandem orbs become these orbs, so it increases the chance of you getting them, and also the tandem orbs will be treated as those new orbs, and these new orbs give you 2.5 times attack and cannot be shuffled, very much like a similar or a rainbow orb. So this is massive. You get them more often, you're gonna be seeing them, and when you get them you cannot lose them, and they give you a 2.5 times attack. So if a character has a matching orb, they get 2 times attack, which we all know at this point. This is going to be a 2.5 times attack. Now, I would pretty much assume at this point that these type of orbs are not classified as matching slots. I think rainbow orbs are actually classified as matching slots, if I'm not mistaken. So this means if there's a character that says if you have a matching slot, you get more attack. These orbs are not classified as those like matching slots, I believe. But this is big, right? 2.5 times attack is pretty big. That means that it's almost acting like these orbs give you a 1.25 passive orb boost for a 2.5 times a total boost, which is really good. This is a really, really nice buff. So it means that you're basically getting like an extra bit of damage on top of that 4 times attack. So overall, it actually kind of adds up to about a 4.25 overall when you have those specific orbs, which is nice. And the 1.3 health, you can't discount that. That's a really nice chunk of health, especially if you are running both of them as the dual units, as your dual captains. So that's really, really nice. If a crew member attacks with a type advantage, they receive a Monka orb in the following turn. That is pretty big. Holy crap, that is huge. I guess that's what this means, right? Well, that's, yeah, type advantage. Did I say type advantage or disadvantage? Type advantage, right. So that's so good. That is really, really good. So yeah, as it's saying here, you got Strength Luffy attacking a Dex enemy in the following turn, you get one of those orbs. So as long as you're attacking with type advantage, yo, what happens if you have Douglas Bullet? I mean, Douglas Bullet isn't Free Spirit or a Slasher, but I wonder what would happen. Because he technically gets type advantage against everything? I don't know. There's no situation where you'd really want to be running Luffy Zoro with a Captain Douglas Bullet, but it's just something to you know, just to know. I'll be really interested to see how that actually works out. Either way, look. At the moment, I think they're looking pretty decent. I think down below we will see their switch ability, which is also important, and their special ability. I guess, well, their special ability was actually leaked yesterday, but I wanted to wait until we got all the information relating to the characters. So this is the special ability of the unit. They deal 250 times their attack in Dex, or not Dex, or Strength damage to all enemies. So AoE Strength or AoE Dex damage. For 1 turn, you get a 3 times chain lock. Very good. Becomes Luffy Taro and Zoro Juro for 3 turns, so I love the combination for 3 turns. Depending on the amount of the new orbs, so they're called the Wa or the whatever they're called, and tandem slots. So depending on the amount of those orbs that you've used from normal attacks prior to using the special, you get a different type of orb boost for Free Spirit Slashes by a variable factor, right? So if you activate the special and you haven't used any of the orbs, like if you haven't used a tandem or a Wa or a Monka or whatever they're called, if you've used 0 to 7 of them from just attacking, you will get a 2 times orb boost to Free Spirit or Slasher. And then if you use between 8 and 14 of those orbs, you get a 2.5 orb boost. And then a 2.75 orb boost if you've used 15 or more of these new orbs from normal attacks. So just to round it out, 250 times damage to all enemies, 3 times chain lock, combination for 3 turns, and up to a 2.75 orb boost. I think most of the time you're going to be getting either a 2 or a 2.5, but if you're using this in like a massive dungeon, like a really difficult dungeon, like a Garp challenge or a training forest, you're easily going to be getting 2.75, and that is a huge boost. And you got to add that massive boost with a 4 times captain, and you got to remember that he's going to increase the chances of those new orbs appearing with a 2.5 times extra boost on top of that. So that's kind of wild, dude. It's kind of wild. They're going to be doing a lot of damage. I do like the fact that they are a Free Spirit and Slasher captain. I do enjoy that a lot. I was really, really worried that this new dual unit was going to be like Luffy Law OP being a rainbow captain, but I'm actually really glad that they have toned it down a little bit. He is definitely not crazy like Luffy and Law, but he has some really nice mechanics. So below that, we have the brand new Sanji character. So Sanji's interesting because he has his captain ability. He also has a captain action, which is very, very big. So let's break it down. His captain ability will boost all characters by 3.5, just a flat out 3.5. by 4.25 if they have a tandem orb. So once again, the tandem orb is very, very important for the Sanji, for the Sanji, and also the Luffy and Zoro. Very, very important. Now, I'm not really too sure if the new type of orb will be classified for this 4.25 boost. I assume it won't. If it does, that's actually really crazy if you're able to use both of them. But it doesn't say it specifically. But either way, it makes tandem orbs beneficial for all characters, so that's big, and slightly increases the rate of tandem orbs appearing. So if you can use them both together, that's actually so good. I really hope you're able to use that together, and like I hope that the Wa orbs counters that. That would be huge. And it also reduces the cooldown by 1 at the start of the adventure. I love this character already. I love this captain ability. Yes, 3.5 compared to a lot of other legends nowadays, it's about average, but up to 4.25 if you have a tandem orb, and once you see their special, you will see how crazy this character is. Beneficial for all characters, more chances of getting them. The cooldown reduction is huge as well, so you can run, you know, the double Sanji with sockets. It's 4 turns of cooldown at the start of the fight. We saw before, he's only got an 11 turn cooldown, so you're able to use his special ability very quickly. So that's just his regular captain ability. He also has a captain action, which is called Transparent. So when you activate it, it says for 3 turns, this character will ignore certain debuffs. This character's normal attacks will ignore defensive effects, barriers, and enemies' base defense. This is massive. I don't think we've ever seen a character ignore base defense before. That is absolutely huge. On top of ignoring the defensive effects, he adds 500 times his attack as additional typeless damage to this character's normal attack. And that's for 3 turns you get that. So that means you can activate it before moving on to a boss room, carry that into the boss room, and you can ignore certain debuffs on Sanji himself. So I believe down here it says, yeah, here we go. Shout out to Atsu once again. SOBA Mask will avoid Bind, Despair, Special Silence, Slot Bind Paralysis, and Special Rewind when you have the Captain action active. Whew, whew, this is good. I really like the way they built this Sanji, dude. And the fact that Sanji himself adds 500 times his attack. Now, I hope that it's kind of weird. I hope that this doesn't actually put the buff on your team and it's just like a passive thing that gets added to his captain ability, because if that is a passive thing that gets added to his captain ability, that means both Sanjis will get 500 times attack. I feel that if you activate it, maybe it'll just be a 3-turn, you know, tap timing bonus thing that'll get added. If it's passively added into his captain, this is crazy, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and talk about his special, right? So his special ability converts all slots to, including block, into tandem. So you get a full board of tandem orbs. So you get his buffed 4.25 captain ability. They're all considered matching when he's the captain. And you get a rainbow 1.75 times attack boost. However, if you use his special ability twice in the same turn, a rainbow 2.5 times attack boost. Look, I'm not a big fan of the fact that, you know, you have to use it twice in the same turn to get the buffed attack boost, but that's really good still. Like, you can still definitely save both of your captain specials for that final room to get that buffed attack. But remember, you got a 4.25 attack. Sanji has additional tap timing bonus damage as well, and I think a 1.75 attack boost plus other boosts that you have in your crew. More likely than not, a 1.75 attack boost is gonna be fine. Some circumstances you may need the 2.5, but I think a lot of the time, the 1.75 will probably carry you through relatively okay. So how much attack does he have? He has, so 1917, let's pull up the calculator real quick. 1997, then we go plus 200. Then you have to add times 500. Whoa, yo, did I read that correct? Is that correct? Well, there's a 500 there. Dude, what? Come on, no way. This is, look, okay, this is kind of absurd. And look, and remember, his attacks ignore everything. This Sanji's great. This Sanji, look at that extra damage. And remember, sailor abilities that add attack to Sanji boost this even more. Look, I'm a massive fan of this Sanji. This Sanji looks so good. Look at his transparency. Well, that's a lot less. That's probably unlimit broken. Dude, this is pretty great. So is it max of, how many turns? I wonder, yeah, so when you activate it, you get the 3 turns of the transparency. After that expires, how many turns is it before you can activate it again? That's going to be a big question. I don't know if that's been stated before. That's pretty big. That, yo, that is pretty big. I love this a lot. And here's the switchability of Luffy and Zoro as well. So it changes their own orb into tandem, but if they're the captain, it'll be changed into that new orb. And then we'll also heal 1 turn of Bind to Spare, Special Bind, and Slot Bind. That's huge. That's a lot of removal. I hope that's for the whole team. If that's for the whole team, I'm a massive fan. I'm on board with this Luffy Zoro. But that's going to be interesting. If that's only for themselves, that's... Well, actually, that really doesn't make a lot of sense for it to be only for themselves, right? Because if they're binded, you can't use their switch ability. Yeah, this has to be for the whole crew. This has to be for the whole crew. Yeah, this unit's really great. I'm a big fan of this. However, like, this Sanji, man. Oh, man, I'm loving this. This Sanji's way too good, man. This Sanji's way too good. Yeah, I unless if I'm missing something and I read something incorrectly, I think Sanji, honestly, might be a better character, but that's just me. That's just me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section about these brand new characters that are coming out. Once we get more details about the new Sugafest batch, we know there's going to be a new Usopp. We know there's going to be a new Frankie as well. Rare recruits, there might be someone else. We'll have to wait and see. But once we get more details about the other rare recruits, I'll bring you guys another video talking about them. But oh my god, these characters, they look so good. I'm really excited to see people use them in content and see how they work out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. And if you guys did, make sure to hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.